How's it going, everybody? All right, so we had just finished up Morty yesterday. So we're going to continue on with the Pokemon Crystal Solo-Line run with the Houndour line. And this should be part 2. Hopefully I can finish the entire thing through the Elite Four. But you know, we'll see. I want to be able to get all the way through Red, so we'll see how well that all goes. But that being said, we should have pretty much all of it situated. And that being the case, we're actually going to go ahead and pause the music and just let the game speak for itself, right? There we go. We are back. We do have to take on the Kimono girls. We are gonna heal. We're gonna grab some stuff at the Pokemart. Let's go up to the mart. Okay, we can't get any repels yet. This was the one. All right. Going for flinches and one-shots. Nope, just sand attack. Sure. There we go. But what we are going to do we are going to teach Shadow Ball. And we're going to get rid of Smog in place of Shadow Ball. Ah, Espeon. Okay. Now, with me being such a high level, shouldn't doubt speed. I do like how in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the Kimono girls have higher level caps. Test stream on the PC went well? Hell yeah. There you go, Valk. No frame drops, no issues with lag or anything like that. Everything went smooth for you. Good. That's what we like to see. What were you playing? Yeah, we missed with Bite. Sand attack is always a problem. But we're a high enough level where it's not going to really matter. I mean, we're really just going for flinches if we can manage it. Minecraft, actually, that's a pretty CPU intensive game, too. Ooh, a Gen 2 miss on the sand attack. There we go. I'll take that. All right. Hopefully it goes well for you. Hopefully you have a nice stream. Ah, Vaporeon. Now here's the thing, right? So I'm actually gonna switch Bite for Feint Attack just because of accuracy differences. Because Feint Attack will never miss. And it's still the same base power. So I don't have to worry about accuracy problems. Which is kind of the big thing. As long as I'm not fighting accuracy issues, I'll be in a good mood. Alright, and here is Jolteon. Then it'll be another 11 levels until I learn Flamethrower. So I might not learn... I might not learn Crunch until I have to take on Red. There we go, we got Surf. There we go. Sentret now knows Cut and Surf. And we're going to go this way because we need to get Fly. And we're going to battle some optional trainers through this section of the game. Now we can get high enough up, yeah? Hoppip, okay. There we go. And Skiploom, another grass flying type. Boom, there we go. There we go, we got a berry. Alright, Ruth, what do you got? You got Pikachu, okay, sure. And then one Feint Attack and he's down. Good. Alright, Olivine City. We got our arrival that just came in. Let's go to the mart here. Super repels. Let's get 30 of those. Actually, let's also go heal real quick. Just so I can get my power points back, really. And see what Mom grabbed for us. Repel and a super potion. Okay. There we go. We got the next guy up. All right, Gentleman Alfred. Sending in the knock towel. Sure. Ten levels higher. It's gonna be a 2-shot. And he got another miss. Wow, these Gen 2 misses are absolutely insane. Sailor Huey! Go for Shadow Ball. Easy 1-shot. Followed by a Poliwhirl. Okay. Another easy 1-shot. Okay. Gentleman Preston. Boom, down he goes. And another Growlithe, okay. Gotta take on Connie. Connie with the Meryl. Sure. Go for stab, feint attack. There we go. There we go. Volley Whirl, sure. There we go. Yeah, we got an ether. Got another super repel. Good. And we got a super potion. Okay. Wrong thing. Alright. Got one person here. Looks like Misty, but it's swimmer Kaylee. With a Goldeen, sure. Sure, why not a Goldeen? And seeking, okay. What is he doing? He's seeking. You're not hiding, you're seeking. There we go. Okay, we gotta battle this guy. I fucked up. Okay. I forgot to grab strength. I fucked up. Oh well. I did fuck up. I forgot that strength is necessary for this next gem. Haunter. Okay. Let's go for Shadow Ball because he has no physical defense. At all. But my dumbass forgot that I need strength, so. There we go. We got strength now. Alright. Here's Hitmonlee. Level 27 too. Okay. One shot with a crit. Okay, good. Let's see. And we got Hitmonchan, again, level 27. Just gonna go for Shadow Ball again. Yeah, just under half. There we go. A chop. Okay. I know I'm gonna have to use an ether. And that's still half damage. And here's Machoke. Okay. Go for Shadow Ball. Does just over half. There's Karate Chop again. Do I go down to this? I don't. Okay. So I can take a Shadow Ball from Machoke. And I'm up over a damage rounding threshold now. There we go. Mankey, alright. Mankey is relatively frail. There we go. And here's Primeape. Level 25 Primeape. Do you survive a Shadow Ball? You do, barely. And crit. Actually, I am going to go heal at the Pokemon Center, and then I'll come back. There we go. And we are going to take on Chuck. Hit the Shadow Ball. There's Lear. Okay, that's not that good. And here's Poliwrath at level 30. You can either go for Dynamic Punch, you can go for Surf. There we go, we got the mess. And he hits. God damn it, that's gonna be death. Shit, I'm gonna have to white out. Because I didn't save beforehand. I didn't save beforehand and I should have. He's gonna miss the rest of his dynamic punches, I swear. There we go, there's the Surf. Damn. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to Mud Slap a lot. I think that's kind of my only choice here. So that's another reset. Which kind of sucks. But you know, what can you do, right? We knew Chuck would be a little bit of an issue here. Mostly because of Dynamic Punch as well as Surf, so... Can I get a crit? No. Self-defense fell. He hits with Lear, though. And he hits Dynamic Punch through that. Wow, okay. Okay. That's kind of nuts. Like at this point, it's about RNG, really. Because dynamic punch is 50% accurate, so. There we go. And he still hits. Like, I'm not gonna survive that. That's what, 150 base power? 50% accurate? God damn. If this doesn't work, then I'm gonna swap out Mud Slap for Headbutt and go for Flinch. That's the only other thing I can think of. We got a miss. Alright, so Primeape goes down. Okay, he missed. -2. -3. Now we're gonna swap over for Shadow Ball at -3. He missed. Alright, good. And we got the kill. Good. There we are. Alright, so yeah, it just took some RNG, that's all. Holy shit, though, that could have been bad. Alright, we got the Storm Badge. Good. Good, good, good. There we go. Now we can fly. God damn, my fucking eye. Like, there's something that's gotten into my eye. It's making it itch. Driving me up a fucking wall. Alright. Well, we got that, thankfully. we are going to save, make sure that we're doing all right. So we're at 3:19 in-game time. Ah, damn it. There we go, I think. A chop down in one. There we go. And Polyworld to finish it off, sure. Sure. Mom bought more shit. There we go. And we got a rare candy, alright. Nobody caught Choodle. Alright, that hurts. We're gonna deposit. Alright, here we go. Now the good thing is that none of her Pokemon have decent special defense. And I'm definitely a special attacker. So Ember should actually get all of it done, I think. This is the problem with slow growth rate. Slow growth rate definitely makes it a bit of an issue. Although I think Jasmine should have always had a Skarmory. Really kind of upset that she didn't. Oh, and I'm under-leveled, actually, for the Steelix. But that's half. Rock throw, that's gonna hurt. Okay, not enough, though. Not enough for a two-shot. There we go. So it looks like level 34 is enough on Jasmine with Houndour and just to sweep with Ember. That's what it seems to be like. Even though I am technically under-leveled, I think we'll be alright there. There we go. We got the mineral badge. We got TM23. It's Iron Tail. Now, the problem with Iron Tail, even though it is decently powerful, it's not accurate. That 70% accuracy is killer. Let's go grab our HM users and heal up real quick. Excuse me. And we need to fly here. Back to Mahogany Town. Make our way over. There goes Sweet. I think these are all apricorns. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, they are. Okay. Not really worried about that. We did get a super potion. All right. Alright, here is Mahogany Town. Pokemon Center here. Heal up to set the location. Alright. Oh yeah, Clefairy's a normal type in the early gens. Oh, it's been so long since I've played this. I always forget about that. Faint attack it is. There we go. Almost to level 35. I think I'm like 1 XP away. Got red Gyarados here. Hit yourself in confusion. There we go. Got the red scale. All right. All right, in here, we're gonna heal up, we're gonna save, do the rocket plot line real quick. The second half of the game goes a lot faster. Or at least the middle. Yeah, I guess this would be the mid game. Ooh. I think it's just hyper beam that guy to death. Like, you try to survive a fucking hyper beam from a Dragonite. That shit ain't gonna happen, bruh. And alright, so we got Drowsy coming in. This should be relatively simple. There we go. And Zubat. Rethink, what up? And yeah, more solo. We're in the second, we're in the mid game at the moment. We're in the rocket plotline. So already finished the Lake of Rage portion of it. Caught the red Gyarados because we're gonna need, what are we gonna need? We're gonna need Waterfall on that, so. Chuck, we had a couple of resets against. And we kind of figured that'd be a happenstance. It's a matter of if he can hit the dynamic punch or not. If I can, when I RNG'd around the dynamic punch by using Mud Slap, then it was fine. But the problem is that he hit twice or 3 times, and that was just a problem. So I had a couple of resets against him, unfortunately. It went from 6 to 9. But this slow growth rate is definitely keeping me lag behind. You must do the lurkies? Okay, no worries. I always appreciate the lurkies. Okay. Jed. The Magnemite. And this will be an easy one-shot. The parlor says hello. Well, hello, everybody. Hope y'all are having an awesome day. Yeah, all Magnemites. This should be an easy one-shot with just Ember all the way through. Let's see. There we go. And what has he got for a third? If it's another Magnemite. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's easy day. Easy day. There we go. Hell yeah. We take that. Another 2,000 in the pocket. There we go. We pressed the switch. We grabbed an item. Got another hyper potion. Repel's effect wore off, fine. Oh. We gotta toss all the apricorns as well. I forgot there's a little bit of bag management that needs to be done in these games. Because you can run out of item space, and I totally forgot about that. He got past that guy, and he didn't see him, so I'm kind of confused. Ugh. I'm kind of confused on the how, you know? Oh, Venonat, easy one shot with Ember, especially this low of a level. I will say for fighting Chuck, I think the best option is just to RNG with Mud Slap and hope for a miss from Dynamic Punch in the future whenever I do my second playthrough of it. But for first playthrough, 3 resets against Chuck, just getting unlucky with the Dynamic Punch RNG hitting really isn't that bad. Okay, we got a full heal. No, so we just know her as Ink here. Okay, I got you. Yeah, so my entire theme is actually just Kitsune based. So it's a whole Fox theme related deal. Ink has never said her name in the stream, and that's her business. But I do appreciate it. I do appreciate the lurks and having the stream up. That's actually really helpful for me. I love the support. Let's see. And we got a glue coming in. Okay, this is going to be an easy one shot. Let's see. There's Ember. One shot on the gloom. Should be easy enough. There we go. But I'm Court the Kitsune. I do a bunch of variety streams. I do a lot of Pokemon content, as well as I used to do a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, Dead by Daylight, etc. And then I do a little bit of artwork on the side, just kind of for fun more than anything else. We do have a couple of redesigns coming in. I do have some commissions coming in as well. And we will be doing a full, once the new character redesign comes in, we will be doing a full cosplay of the redesign, of the character design that I'm getting commissioned. So that's going to be sometime this year, once the actual commission finishes up. We'll be doing that. It'll be a fun day. Here we go. Bit all over the place. I feel that. The only Italian works here. I'm Australian. We have a French guy and a American. Oh, fun. That's definitely a whole mix of personalities you got going on. Yeah, Ink has told me that she does cosplay. Has told me about some that she has done. X special. I don't like that item. It's really a worthless item. Because I can't use in-battle items. I have not seen any of Ink's cosplays, though. She has told me a few of them that she has done, but he hasn't shown them off, so. I'm gonna use Feint Attack on Raticate. Even though Shadow Ball is more powerful, it's just I can't hit normal types with a ghost type move. A few removed from Quill's family, let me come work. Oh, hell yeah. Well, that's awesome. But I definitely understand the struggling with work and everything. Ink is a secretive bunch. Hey, privacy is all good, you know? Honestly, it's all good. Some people prefer their privacy, honestly. let's go feint attack first. There we go. Got the one shot. Is this the guy? It's definitely Slowpoke Tail. There we go. Now we go this way. Well, now we got a rival fight. We got our rival fight. This is rival 3, I think. Yeah, I think this is the third rival fight. Oh, no, never mind. It's not. I guess I'm wrong. There we go. I gotcha. I gotcha. Hey, that is what it is. Orchid, alright. Pleasure to meet you, my dear. We're gonna hit feint attack here. And hey, some people are not on Twitch too much anymore. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, you're more than welcome to hang out at any time. But yeah, some people just prefer to be a little bit private about their personal life. Others are comfortable with talking about anything to anyone. It's to each their own, really. I know for me, like, I'll talk about just about anything. Never has fazed me. But for the most part, I just wear jeans and t-shirts. So, like, I'm kind of like that polar opposite. I've got a crick in my freaking neck and that... Ah, okay, that popped. I don't know why that shoulder's been bugging me lately, though. I need to actually probably stretch it now, like, probably later on today. Feels like I got all that locked up. So kind of a mix. So I haven't worn skinny jeans in a long time. Here we go. And we're gonna grab this item here. TM46, okay. Mostly because I can't fit skinny jeans anymore. I used to wear them back in like high school, but it's been years since that. So now they're just regular jeans. Just straight cut. I do have a pair. I can't wear them though. They don't fit anymore. Let's see. Hey, my butt's not biteable, Prophecy. Come on now. Come on, dear. I think you have a, This is Prophecy.
I have to go wait on the kitchen.
That was prophecy. Yeah, that's my old lady. She's a trip. She's great. I really wasn't expecting her to come in and just go right up against my face like that. Hey, watch how you say that, dear. Watch how you say that. Context. Context matters, alright? Oh yeah, I'm absolutely lucky as hell. And that she puts up with my shit. It's kind of insane. I question regularly, like, how the hell does she manage to put up with me and my nonsense? Somehow she does. So, I mean, I'll take the victory, you know? I know you question that all the time, dear. Like, how in the hell you put up with my shenanigans? There we go. So I can't say I'm great at the whole relationship deal. I have screwed up more times than I care to count. Man, I'm still learning every day. And in all honesty, like, she's the reason we got back together years ago. I screwed up a long time ago. And we broke up, lost touch for a few years. And then, she reached out to me through Facebook. And I kept having a notification on Facebook Messenger. Couldn't figure out fucking why or how for the longest time. And I'm sitting at the pavilion, like I was in college at the time after getting out of the Navy. And I couldn't figure out why I kept having this notification on there. Yeah, it did take me 3 years to see it. I could not figure out why I had this notification at all. And some 18, 19-year-old kid fresh into college, like, I'm sitting there, I'm smoking a cigarette. I'm like, why in the shit won't this notification go away? He's like, well, you probably have a message request or something. I'm like, how the fuck do you see that? So I hand him my phone and he shows me, and sure enough, Prophecy had messaged me. And it had been like 3 years prior. So I responded, and we got back together a couple months later, on my way back, because I had moved out to Arizona for a while. And then when came back to Louisiana, we got back together. And we've pretty much been together ever since. So it'll come. You just gotta keep your eyes open for, yeah, almost 9 years now. You just gotta keep your eyes open for people who come into your life. You know? Your other half will come when they come. No pun intended. But, you know. You have to go through a lot of frogs, yes. Yes, absolutely. I will fully admit to having been one of those frogs. Because when I was younger, I was not a person that anybody would have wanted to spend their life with. I mean, I'm divorced once, and like, it was a I was not a good husband my first go around. Like, I've had to make my mistakes and learn from them, straight up. yeah, absolutely. I usually try to hope that people can learn from my mistakes or can be inspired that even a moron like me can end up with somebody. So Italy's been a great second start. Well, there you go. Like, I'm 32. I'm about to be 33 this year. So not too much ahead. Oh, I believe it. Because isn't Italy like the fashion, like just Italy as a whole, isn't that like the fashion capital of Europe? Like, I can only imagine how many just gorgeous people are there. Funny enough, like, as much as traveling Italy and France, okay. I'm not, like, too knowledgeable about fashion. I've heard that friggin' Italy was part of it. What city in Italy? I have no fucking idea, but I've just heard that it, like, yeah, fashion central there, along with gorgeous cars. So... But I've done I've traveled all over the world for years, and I still need to convince Prophecy to get her ass on a plane with me. That's gonna be interesting, to say the least, I'll be honest. Beautiful and touchy and in a relationship? Oh no. Well, babe, how are you gonna go with me to freaking Tokyo if you're not gonna get on a plane? Because I don't think you would be happy if we somehow bought a, I don't think you'd be happy if we bought a cruise through the Pacific, because, I mean, that would take forever. I'd be like, what? I know there's a cruise that literally goes around the world. It starts in, like, Miami and literally hits every major port along every ocean. But it's like $15,000 or something like that, and it takes like 4 or 5 months. It's nutty. It's kind of cool though. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cool. But first class plane ticket out to freaking Tokyo, that's the way to go. Straight up, that's the way to go. Alright, we beat the rocket hideout. Got a little bit more of the rocket plotline, I think, that needs doing. It's having maybe 10 meters in the air. Right. Oh, damn! Yeah, I imagine you got really well compensated for that. Like, I've been on planes since I was a month old. So I'm fairly used to it. Usually I just grab a drink or two on the plane, take a nap, and then I'm perfectly content. You know, like, I'll throw on an earbud or two, throw on some music, have a drink or two, and just go. And go completely night-night. I don't think we're going to have level 41 by the time we get to Price. I think we're going to be a little bit short. Oh, Swine Up with Endure. I actually do like audiobooks. So for me personally, I actually don't use like a standard audiobook deal. What I'll do, and I'll see if I can't file good to show up. Here we go. But I'll use, if we can actually get this to focus. Might be able to, might not. There we go. But I use fanfiction.net because I actually really like to see what amateur authors can come up with, you know? And I've got an absolute love for fanfiction just kind of as a whole. Because quite frankly, it's absolutely worth it. Plus with a whole bunch of different alternate universes and everything else, and people kind of redoing the stories and everything else. It's a lot of fun. I tend to stay away from lemon stories just because half the time you run into one of two issues. One, either it's hypersexualized, which just takes away from the overall story to begin with. Or two, you end up with it's just really poorly written. Neither of which is good. So I tend to steer clear of anything that's like lemon aspect. Because to me, it's not worth it. Now, how do I... Here we go. Quill knows someone and their nephew. Oh, hell yeah. And yeah. So here's the other problem that I have with lemons, especially in fanfiction. A lot of what people do whenever they do lemon pairings, it's so frustrating because half the time... So I read a lot of Harry Potter fanfiction. Half the time they're writing it when they're still in school. It's like, no, what's wrong with you? What kind of messed up freaking shit are you into, bruh? Like, nah, that ain't fucking cool. And they'll do that kind of nonsense, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not having that, man. I'm just not. Just not worth it. So I tend to stick with stuff that has zero lemon in it. Like, they might hint, like, okay, like, it is, like, the end of a scene, and a romantic aspect starts, you know? But then they finish it off with, and then they'll do, like, a gap skip, right? And, like, and then the next day, you know? Which, honestly, I think is a lot more classy, really. Because you don't want to be putting that shit out there. But one fanfiction that I've absolutely adored lately. It's by a writer named Wok Fried Rice on fanfiction.net. And it's actually really, really good. A fade to black is fine? Yeah, exactly. There we go. I always forget how to do this gym. Yeah, it's honestly at that point when you're doing it just to throw it in there because you think, like, because you want to see it, like, not really necessary, you know? Okay, we are full health, so I'm just going to go straight into this fight. No save. No save, we're gonna go straight in. But Wok Fried Rice has a couple of stories. He doesn't write any... They might... I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, to be honest. But they don't write any lemon pairings. They do write, like, romantic pairings and stuff. But it's all alternate universe shit. Right? And it's all really, really good. And I absolutely adore it. And all of his writings are extremely well written. So I'm, like, perfectly happy with it, you know? There we go. We're gonna hit Shadow Ball again. Ugh. As I sit up and get situated a little bit better in the chair, right? But I've been reading one story called A Taste of Magic. And essentially what it is a Harry Potter fan fiction where Harry... Essentially, it's a crossover, or it's not really a crossover, but it's a... how to describe it? It's a Harry Potter fan fiction that's kind of inspired by the anime Food Wars. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. And it's actually really, really good. And it's, like, there's a lot of social interaction in it. There's a lot of care that's been taken in writing that story that I absolutely adore it. Here we go. Pile of swine. I should be able to one-shot with Ember. No, I'm just short. Okay. Fury attack. Okay, I'm not all too concerned by that, really. Like, for me personally, I'll give shoutouts and I'll hype up. If I enjoy something, I will absolutely hype it up. I'll absolutely shout it out. Like, stuff like Audible, for example, I haven't used. And I mean, like, I've got a half dozen books literally sitting next to my desk. I just knocked shit over by picking that up. There we go. There we are. Like, there's a couple of streams that I've done where I've done nothing else but read fan fiction on stream for kind of a comfy cozy kind of deal, you know? It was a lot of fun. I adored every second of being able to do that. There we go. We got TM16. Which is Icy Wind, which really doesn't help me, honestly. And we got Professor Elm. Something weird is happening with the radio station. Okay, so I gotta go there. DCC. What's DCC? Like, I'm blanking on what DCC is off the top of my head. Like, I don't know why, but my brain went to Devil May Cry. Like, and I'm like, no, that's not right. That's not correct. That's DMC, which is a whole different. And I thought Devil May Cry Baby. No, that wouldn't be it either. That's DCB, and that's a whole different thing, I think. But last night, Prophecy put on, what was it? It was Dungeon Crawler Carl. Okay. I'm not familiar with that. I am not familiar with that one at all. And He Who Fights with Monsters? Okay. One thing I have to do is teach Whirlpool. Yeah, those 30-second ads. Thankfully, I've turned all my ads all the way down. So I'm trying to give the minimum amount of ads that I can possibly give. You know? Does it cut into any revenue I get? Yes. Does it make it harder to continue to do this? Absolutely. But I would rather y'all be able to be here for the stream and not be cut off with freaking 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes worth of ads every hour, you know? One 30-second ad, which is the lowest I can put it, an hour, I think is acceptable. Oh yeah, you're good. No worries. Welcome back. Let's see here. We got to go into the radio tower. And we're actually going to be smart about this. Oh. Oh, bless his heart. I feel that, though. Like, whenever you're getting a tattoo, because now given all my tattoo artists have all been dudes, one of which I've known since high school, and he has opened up his own tattoo parlor recently, or not even recently, it's been probably about 8 years he's had it open, but he gave me my first tattoo when he was still an apprentice, and they both had, so him and his boss are the two that have tattooed me. Well, his boss had this girl that was working for him, and it's the funniest thing every time. Like, cause I'd go there to hang out and shoot the shit, right? Well, this girl made every guy in there absolutely beat red and flustered, and it was just the funniest thing. She's a sweetheart of a person, absolutely adorable of a person, and was funny enough, like, take your stereotypical, like, big titty goth girlfriend stereotype, right? In a 5'1" frame. Like, just this adorable little thing. And it was funny as hell to me because this big old dude, when I was in there getting my first tattoo, which is the one that's currently on my chest, this dude came in, and I mean, he must have been like 6'3", 6'4", probably pushing a good 250, 260, just bulky fucking dude. And I mean, given he was also probably about 25, 26 years old, right? And he was a stuttering mess trying to like describe what he wanted as a tattoo, and she was the only one available because everybody else was booked up, and he wanted somebody that actually was professional to do it. So the guy who did mine was out because he was still an apprentice. He was like, I don't want an apprentice to tattoo me. And the boss was already booked solid for months. Gotcha, yeah. But it was the funniest thing, because here's the other part, is this tattoo artist, so soft-spoken, so fucking sweet. Like, you take big titty goth girlfriend stereotype and mix it with a southern, like, a Southern Belle accent. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Okay. I got you. I can picture the type in my head. But to me, it was the funniest thing because she was just uber sweet to everybody, and this big old dude just he was stuttering through everything, and it was just hilariously adorable. And the entire time, I'm literally like half falling asleep while getting my tattoo done. Like, I'm literally sitting back on the bench, just laying there. Now, given the downside is I'm an absolute sweater when it comes to getting tattoos done. Nothing I can do about it. I have no problems getting them done, but I just sweat. It is what it is. So I'm laying there, almost falling asleep, while this dude for 20 minutes is trying to tell her exactly what he wants, and it's not coming out. She makes you joke sometimes. Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. I do know that whenever I do the cosplay, I'm going full-blown in character. So, just to kind of give you a general idea, so think male kitsune yokai, right? From like Japanese mythology. Oh, bastard poisoned me. Okay. So think traditional Japanese male yokai, fox ears, fox tails, kimono, the whole nines. I'm going fully in character while doing that. Whenever I do it and whenever I finish making the cosplay and wear it for stream, because I absolutely will, and it's gonna be a whole like just chatting stream. But I will be 100% my chaotic self and let that whole side of me out to play and see what kind of shenanigans we can ensue. Think of it like being in character. You know, like that'll be the best way I can put it. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. It's definitely one of those where the kitsune archetype is pretty consistent across the board as far as like what people like and what people are into. For me, I love the lore, I love the mythology. I also just love Japan as a whole. Japan is great. You know, just kind of as a whole, what's it called? Realistically, just the whole idea behind Japan and all the mythology, all of the history, all of the belief system is fantastic. Oh yeah. So, oh yeah, 100%. 100%. So, just to kind of give a little bit of insight, a little bit of a sneak peek. So, the kitsune, court the kitsune, 7 tails. Not a full 9-tailed godlike thing. Definitely still a little bit of a mischievous mess. Likes to help, but also likes to screw with people. Just because it entertains him. Shadows, darkness, and the icy north are definitely his playground. So, I've been to Japan twice. First time it wasn't really staying there. We were there for about a day, but it was kind of a layover deal, right? So we flew into Tokyo. We were flying out to Thailand the next day. So I got to explore a little bit of Tokyo, which was great. The second time I got to go was on my own, and again, it was another instance where I got to go be there for about 2-3 days before catching the second flight out to, where was it? We connected through, I want to say somewhere in Eastern Europe. And then into Amsterdam after that. And then I flew into Paris after about a week in Amsterdam that I'll be dead honest, I don't fucking recall most of it. I really don't. Flew into Paris, enjoyed my time there. And then flew into London for like a 6-hour layover before hopping on a plane back to the US. But I've been separately just to London as well as Paris. Funny enough, I've never made it to Italy yet. Like, that's bucket list I need to go. But, like, I don't know how I've just not made it to Italy. I've made it to Germany. I've not made it to Spain either. That might be why. Because I haven't made it to both Italy and Spain and Portugal. I need to make it to all 3 of those at some point in my life. But Thailand was a bunch of fun. Spent about 3 weeks in Thailand. About a week in Phuket, a week in Chiang Mai, and then a week in Bangkok. And food was fucking phenomenal. People were amazing. And given, I'm also a sucker for street food. I will 100% be a sucker for street food the whole time, but the entire time we're essentially just on the beach, or when we were in Chiang Mai, we went on a elephant reserve, and that was an absolutely amazing time. And in Bangkok, we pretty much just walked the streets looking for street food and finding fun shit to do. Damn. But if you ever get the chance to go to Japan, I would definitely take the opportunity. It's so much fun. There's so much culture and history. The food is amazing. The people are just fantastic as a whole. Like, I had no complaints while I was there. I want to go back again. I haven't made it to Okinawa, so I haven't made it to the southern part of Japan. And I haven't made it to Hokkaido. And that's kind of the big one that I want to go to, is I want to go up to Hokkaido. But, you know, bucket list. I've got 3 kids right now that we have full time. And then my eldest son lives with my ex-wife. So, will it be a potential in the next few years? Probably not. Probably going to be quite a few years before I get to go back again. But I think that'll be a lot of fun to be able to go again. But I also need to make it down to... Where is it? I need to make it down to Venice. Because that's where my parents had their honeymoon. And so I kind of want to go there and take a picture with Prophecy on the same bridge that they took a picture on. I'm gonna have to figure out where they took that picture, though. They've got one picture in Venice, standing over one of the bridges as one of the gondolas is passing underneath. And I need to figure out which bridge that is. I have no idea. I need to figure it out. But that's kind of one of those where it's on the bucket list of shit to do. I've heard it's absolutely gorgeous. The other thing that I'm really looking forward to about Italy is food. And again, you can kind of see where my mental state usually is. It's usually... Like, I run on my stomach. Straight up, I do. You got shoved into a canal there? Oh my lord. Why'd that happen? There we go. Coughing goes down. I don't even think I'm going to make it to level 41 by the time I get through the rocket plot line. Here, we're going to go Ember because I have more power points here. Tripped over a street dog and knocked a guy over. Aw, damn. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see why they wouldn't be the happiest in that instance. That definitely tracks. How is trying to get out of the canal? Because here, right now, we're living in New Orleans, and the canals here are fucking disgusting. Like, I'll be dead honest, they are absolutely nasty. So, I don't know what the canals are like in Venice, but I know here, if you get knocked into a canal, like, just go to the hospital, get some shots, because you don't know what's in that water, and that shit's just disgusting. Especially because it's very swampy, so, you know. It didn't feel like water. Oh. Oh. I am so sorry. That's rough. Like, I would have gone and got a tetanus shot at the hospital or something following that experience. You know? Like, if it don't feel like water, yeah. I mean, at least you came out all right without having any, like, severely infectious disease that you caught from it. So, I mean, positives. But yeah. Okay, so plant slime and essentially me falling into a compost water. That's kind of what I'm gathering. You have 8 toes now. Are you making a joke? I really hope you're making a joke on that one. Follow it. Like, I hope the canal didn't take away 2 of your toes. Unless some fish bit them off, in which case I think that's a totally separate incident. I think at that point it's a whole different story, you know? Okay. As soon as you had typed that, I'm just thinking Futurama when Fry goes into the, I'm thinking of the Futurama episode where Fry goes into the sewers and becomes this giant, like, mutant blob thing from all of the, from all the pollution. It would definitely make for an interesting story, though. You have a big notch out of your ear, though. What, got caught? Or like an earring got ripped out or something? Somewhere along those lines? Oh, I have to fight this guy too. Of course I do. From a firearm? How'd that happen? Don't tell me you were trying to do the apple on the head shtick. Because that's... I've known some people that have tried doing stuff like that, and that never ends well. Don't get the freeze. Freeze is still, like, super overpowered. Okay, so no freeze. We're good. I've, at least as far as here in the States, I've made it to, I want to say probably about 30 different states. I've never actually counted. I probably should at some point. Stray shot at a convention. Holy shit. That's insane. Well, I'm glad that it, like, I'm glad that you're still here. But holy hell. I imagine you were you were absolutely terrified at that. Because, like, that should not be happening. People shouldn't be... You know? Like, I don't understand why people shoot around fucking conventions and shit like that. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. But also, I grew up in the generation of, if you got a problem with somebody, you take it outside, beat the snot out of each other, and the winner helps the other guy up and goes, all right, let's go grab a beer. You know, like, growing up for me, if you had a dispute or a problem with someone, guns weren't pulled, knives weren't pulled. You beat the living snot out of each other, and whoever lost, like, you let it freaking go after that, you know? It was just like, that was the end of it. Now, everybody's so quick to pull a fucking gun or pull a fucking knife or some other shit for really no good reason. Like, I don't really understand why people are like that, you know? Here we go, Shadow Ball again. Still don't have the roll for it. We're close, but we just don't quite have enough of it. But it's definitely an interesting story. It's definitely a what's it called? Whenever you have, it's a conversation piece to have, that's for sure. We're finding someone called the police and a few of the buddies. Oh, damn. That's nutty. That is absolutely nutty. I don't think we'll take down Wheezing in one. Yeah, it's gonna be a 2-shot. But I mean, I'm still green HP, so the big problem I have at the moment is the fact that I'm running out of power points. So I'm running out of usages for my moves, which is a little bit concerning. But I think I'll be alright. He's got a whole crap ton of coughings for no reason. This is the one problem that I had with Gen 2's Rocket plotline, is it was pretty much all the same Pokemon you were facing. Johto, Gen 2, so Gold, Silver, and Crystal, they missed a lot of opportunities to just have a bunch of Johto, like all the new Johto Pokemon in. And I don't understand why. I really don't. Like, they had a lot of opportunity where they could have just been like, all right, cool. We got everybody in, you know? We can get every single new Pokemon in. You're going to face them in battles all across the top, like all across. But apparently that's not something that they decided to do. And I'm kind of disappointed in that. So I know after I finish this run, I will be playing, what's it called? So there's another Crystal version. It's Crystal Legacy, I think it is. It's a ROM hack where every trainer has been revamped. So everybody's actually using like Johto Pokemon and everything else. Okay, we gotta go down to the basement key. Which is really just about timing more than anything else. But I am gonna heal, at the very least, because I have to. Because I'm almost out of power points, and I really need the power points to be able to make it through. There we go. Here, I'm gonna snooze the ad. I got 3 snoozes left. But we'll snooze as many ads as we can. Put them off as long as we can. Oh, wrong way. Here we are. Basement key opened the door. Okay, here, I think this is the rival fight. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, okay, so this is a rival fight. So this is the rival 3 fight. Like, I want to make it all the way through Clair. And then I also want to make it all the way through the Elite Four and at least get it to where, okay, I'm at Kanto, right? Fucking confused Ray from fucking Golbat. I hate that. There we go. We got the feint attack. Alright, here we are. There we go. And I need to get through Confusion, really. For Alligator. For Alligator's a little bit of an issue. But, you know, he doesn't have any fighting type moves. I think all he's got is Water Gun. I don't think he's got Surf. Yeah, he's only got water gun, so I should be alright because I got decent special defense. Like, yes, it's super effective, but, I mean, 8 levels higher. 8 levels higher. I got solid special defenses. I should be good. There we go. We're up to level 41. That's going to give us access to flamethrower. Shit! God damn it. Okay. Okay, I fucked up. I fucked up. I got rid of the wrong thing. Damn. Okay, so that's gonna change how I play moving forward, because now I don't have a dark type move until I hit level 52, which is in 11 more levels. So, ooh, that's not gonna be good. I'm gonna have to use... I'm gonna have to teach Headbutt, I think. I think that's really gonna be my only play, is I'm gonna have to teach Headbutt instead of Mud Slap. That's unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. And a big misstep on my part. I clicked through a little bit too fast, and I messed myself up. Alright, well... Well, actually... Maybe I can learn Thief? Welcome back, Ink. Oh, I feel that. Let me double check Bulbapedia because I do not remember what the base power is. So, Generation 2 Learn Set Thief is a little bit weaker. Damn. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna teach Thief. Yeah, they were in the chat. And your coworker is going with Orchid, is what we're calling her. Okay, so if I go with Thief, I'm gonna go with Thief over Ember. And then I'm gonna go Headbutt over Mud Slap, I think. I have to make sure not to click through too many times. Oh no, absolutely not. Okay. There we go. I am upset I lost Feint Attack on that. Mostly because Feint Attack bypasses accuracy checks, and I'm like, ugh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, y'all have some amazing food in Italy, so I really can't say I'd blame her in that instance, because let's face it, it's really hard to to go, nah, I'm not gonna chow down on some good ass food. Houndour's going well, other than my one misstep where I just absolutely screwed up my learn set, which kind of sucks. But outside of that, I mean, I'm going through relatively well. We're currently pretty solidly in the rocket plotline. Next, after this, is we'll be taking on Clair and then going to the Elite Four. So we're in the mid game pretty solidly. We're in the mid game. Here we go. We're gonna go flamethrower just for the power. I will be looking forward to getting Crunch in the place of Thief. I am gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do against Red, though. Red is gonna be a little bit of an issue. Mostly because I think I'm gonna have to run curse strats, maybe. What are my potential, like, do I have anything other than curse that I can use? I don't think he gets... Yeah, he does not get Calm Mind. Doesn't get Swords Dance. Doesn't get Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot I don't even think comes out in this gen. I think that's a Gen 3 and later stat boost move. So my only option is gonna be Curse, I think. Maybe a Curse and Headbutt strat for Houndour when I have to take on Red. I mean, I can use Curse in conjunction with Shadow Ball. The big problem I'm going to run into, I think, is going to be Blastoise. It's going to be Snorlax, and then I don't think I'm gonna have an issue when it comes to the Pikachu. I think that one's gonna be relatively simple. But it's definitely gonna be an issue when it comes to some of these other bonds that I have to deal with, you know? Let's see. I did make myself a sandwich earlier. I had a ham, turkey, cheese, lettuce, and tomato sandwich earlier, which actually turned out relatively good. I'm kind of happy about it. Like, it wasn't nothing crazy, but it was definitely, like, good stuff, you know? Yeah, and Thief only has 10 power points. Which kind of sucks, and it's really weak. If it either had more power points or wasn't as weak, I think it'd be alright, but it's just, eh. I'm gonna hit Flamethrower here. Flamethrower is gonna carry me through a lot of the game until Blastoise, I think. I'm gonna have to set up before the Blastoise, though. I do not remember how these switches work. Okay, there's a smoke ball. Let's see what we do, right? There we go. We got a full heal. I do not remember how this goes. Nope. Damn. So I'm trying to figure out this puzzle and I don't remember it. Nope. Nope, that ain't it. Let me go here again. That closed, that closed. Okay. Gotta go back to that. Hmm. I do not remember this puzzle, I'll be honest. Okay, so 1 and 2 are on. No way to open that. God damn. Okay. I can't remember how to get through this part. This is gonna drive me nuts. Just gonna straight up go for flamethrower. My best option here, honestly. Magmar, okay. Shadow Ball it is. There we go. And then coughing. Okay, yeah, sure. There we go. The good thing is about a solo run, at some point you just start one-shotting just about everything. God damn. Okay. All right. Switch 1. And we'll go switch 3. Now we'll go switch 2. Nope. But let's follow it with switch 3 again. Damn. I'm struggling here, guys. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go Shadow Ball. We're just gonna hit it. Let's see what we got. Another coughing, sure. I mean, I'm really not getting any experience points at this point. Here, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go out and we're gonna come back in. That'll reset it. All right. Now we gotta fight this rocket grunt. Now we got this. Somehow. I don't know how. I'll be honest, I have no idea how, but somehow we're gonna get this. Bloom, okay. Flamethrower right to the face. And another gloom, okay. There we go. And then we got an item here. Okay, we got an Ultra Ball. Alright. I'll take that. Eradicate, alright. That's gonna be an easy one-shot flamethrower. I don't see that going poorly at all. Even though it absolutely could. But that's leveraging my special attack strat, and Houndour's special attack is really phenomenal, so we'll take it. Golbat. I forgot the lower mouth moved in this. Go Headbutt. There's the one shot. And I mean, we have solid, like, physical attack as well. Our physical attack is not bad. It ain't great, but it ain't bad. But we do get a normal type boost after having beaten Whitney. So there's at least that. Here we go. Here we go. Flamethrower on the Grimer. And wheezing, okay. I'm just gonna use headbutt. I'm gonna try for flinch. Nah. He does use sludge. I at least have antidotes, so I'm not all too concerned. Yeah, it didn't poison me, so I think we're good. There we go. Here we are. Up over a damage rounding threshold once again. See, one thing I never understood, why the rocket grunts? Like, oh, you made it this far. Well, I guess if you beat all of them, I'm gonna take you down. Ah. Even though all you have is the same thing everybody else has, which is a low-level coughing and really nothing else that's worth it. So. There we go. Yeah, 2 low-level coughings, and he really thought, nah, I don't see it working. TM35, alright. There we go, we got the card key, hell yeah. Going to save the Pokemon. Of course we are. Because why? Because we're do-gooders. Ah, amulet coin. That's perfect, actually. Hold on a second. Up to the 3rd floor we go. Oh. I just fat-fingered that. That was on me. That was my bad, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just taking a ride on the elevator, really. I can't tell you how many times I've done that over the years. We're actually gonna heal up real quick. I'm gonna be semi-smart about this. There we go. Get all my power points back. Let's go ahead, right? Now back to the radio tower. And we gotta go up to the 3rd floor. There's the 3rd floor. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Oops. My bad. My bad. I done went and forgot about this guy. What's he gonna do? He's got a wheezing. It's not gonna do much. Oh no, I got poison. It's almost as if I have antidotes in my bag or something. It's almost like I bought them early on in the run just to make sure I wouldn't have that problem. There we go. Why did it open? Did you have something to do with this? I wonder why, you rocket grunt. Mr. Nameless third-party entity that does nothing. That only has eradicate. That can't even survive a single headbutt. Yeah. I'm doing alright. Doing alright. Just a little bit. Coughing survived it though. That's surprising. I got poisoned again. Of course I did. But that's okay. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I don't know if this guy got the memo, but I've been knocking the shit out of rocket grunts for a minute. So, executive, I don't know what you're trying to do, but it ain't gonna work. Just flamethrower that, because that's 90 base power stab. Out of a 110 special attack. Like, I don't think it's gonna survive it. Alright, here we go. Got another one. That looks like Jesse. Straight up, that looks like Jesse. Even has Ekans like Jesse did. I mean, and only level 21. I don't know what they're playing at. I really don't. Another Ekans. Sure. Sure. Let's go Shadow Ball this time. We're badge boosted on both Shadow Ball and on Headbutt. So, I mean, I'm not really that concerned. Oh, Gloom. Right. I'm actually just going to go Shadow Ball again. I'm not even going to bother going for the super effective move. There we go. And Oddish. This is the one you're going to save for last. Sure. Because that makes a whole lot of sense. Let me tell you. I'm still like one fight away from level 44. And Meowth is just shaking his head like, nope, I ain't doing shit, Mary. Oh, really? You won't lose this time? I beg to differ, lady. I beg to differ. I don't see you actually winning this, Rocket Executive. I'm just gonna go flamethrower and just one-shot it. Like, I don't get a badge boost yet, but still. One second, guys. All right. I had to help open the jar of honey. It had sealed itself. And Vile Plume, okay, sure. Not even a little bit concerned here. Alright, and we got this guy next. Alright, cool. Trying to get Giovanni back. I mean, it's not gonna work, bruh. This is the first place you actually run into a Houndour, and then you can't actually catch one until Kanto, which I think is bullshit in my opinion, but you know, what can you do, right? Sending out coughing, sure. The downside is I can't skip the rocket plotline. I wish I could, but I can't. He brings out his own Houndour. Alright. Shadow Ball it is. Not very effective, okay. But special defense fell. There's Smog. I got the poison. Headbutt, here we go. Boom. I think the only reason this executive has Houndour and Houndoom is just because it's the only way to figure out what is a Johto Pokemon, or what that Johto Pokemon was, you know? Okay, I got the clear bell. There we go. Get the poison down. And we got an Ultra Ball. Alright, there we go. Na, 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 na. Get Sentret, get Pidgey, get Geodude, and then get Gyarados. Heal up everything. Let me see. The Tin Tower section of the game. Noctowl, alright. Not quite a full one-shot. Still a little bit underleveled for that, but it's okay. And Flareon. Noctowl and Flareon. Sure. With quick attack on a 130 base attack Flareon. It still does not enough. There we go. We are up to level 45. We got decent stats, honestly. Our defense is kind of the one we're lagging behind on. But as far as everything else goes, we're doing pretty alright. Got the next guy. He's probably gonna be Jolteon. There's Noctowl again. Go for Flamethrower. Just because it's stab, it's leveraging our special attack. Maybe... Yeah, there's the one shot. Okay. Yeah, I was just one level low from the one shot. Being up over a damage rounding threshold is kind of important. And yeah, here's Jolteon. Let's go Shadow Ball. 80 base power. It is a physical attack, but Jolteon's not like the best physically, so I think we're all right. And then this one's going to finish off, and it's going to be Vaporeon. So it should be one Flamethrower, and maybe a Shadow Ball will do a one-shot, but we'll have to wait and see. Because Vaporeon is super bulky. Like, just naturally, it's bulky. There we go. There we go, yeah. And there's Vaporeon. Hit Shadow Ball. Maybe I do alright here. But that natural bulk is a problem. Yeah, there's half. And it's only got Water Gun, thankfully. Yeah, not nearly enough. There we go. And we got a crit. That crit didn't matter. It would have mattered on the first one, but it didn't matter on the second one, especially after the special defense drop. I'm just gonna use the hyper potion. Alright, there goes Raikou. There goes Entei. Here's the Thwee. Here's Thwee! Which, level 40, sure, okay. That was a crit. Alright. Has Gust. I never understood why. Like, I understand lore-wise that Suicune gets Gust, but, I mean, still. And we knocked it out. That's fine. Okay. There we go. We got that all healed up. And now we got to go over and we got to fight Clair. That is our next bit. And I think, given how long we've been on today, like, I need to stop doing the too many hours of streaming. So I think once we beat Clair, that's what we're going to call part 2 at. And if it wasn't for the rocket plotline having taken just so long to do. It took too long, honestly. There's Kadabra. And that was the first time I've seen a not to as well, so that's kind of interesting. That it took until after the rocket plotline for me to see one. At least in as far as like in a trainer's hand is concerned, right? Oh, Mom bought more stuff. Okay, we got a max repel. Sure, sure. I forgot that guy's there. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just knock him out. It'll be all right. Cool trainer Alan with Charmeleon. Okay. Sure, cool trainer. Sure. I see that's what you're doing with your life. You're running around with Kanto starters and Johto. That's what we like to see. Let me tell you. There we go. Easy day. Easy day. Oh, Mom bought something else. God damn. Actually, I'm gonna grab this real quick. Okay, Ultra Ball. Not a big deal. I could have just bypassed that, I think. Ice Path. Alright, we got HM7. So that's Waterfall, I believe. There we go. Learned Waterfall. There we go. And we've got one more we gotta knock in. I went the wrong way. There we go. There we go. Rock Smasher that I didn't get. Thankfully, it's not required. It's nice to have, but it's not required. Okay, we got another protein. That's good. And we got a PP up. Good. We're in Blackthorn now. I hit that Pokemon Center. Now the problem is we're gonna have to go against Gyarados, Dragonair, and then Kingdra, I believe. Alright, now let's go ahead and let's take on all these trainers. Let's take on Clair, and let's get through Clair. Whatever Prophecy's cooking for supper, it smells fucking amazing, so... Flamethrower, I'm pretty sure, is resisted by Dratini. Yeah, it is. We do still get the one shot. Well, of course, you're welcome, dear. I can smell it through the air vent. It's the chicken, okay. Sure. There we go. Mixed with the kitchen sink. Fair. Well, do you want to do some mashed potatoes with the chicken? Maybe? Yeah, I know how you cook. I know. They just need to be scrubbed, that's all. They're too soft for your liking? I mean, you could just throw, like, cut them in half, throw them in a sheet, like, scrub them off. Rub them, cut them in half, throw them in like a sheet pan and just throw them in the oven. With like salt, pepper, and some herbs or something. Alright, alright. Whatever you say, dear. We're gonna go for headbutt. We're gonna try for flinching. Yep, we got the flinch. Alright, good. We wanted the flinch. I mean, you're making me fucking hungry, dear. Nothing I can do about it, but you're making me hungry. Yeah, I know I still have to wait. Making me starve over here, I swear. I won't be okay. I'ma die from hunger. Shadowball didn't quite get it. A smoke screen. Like, that's kind of why I wanted to still have feint attack. I have to be careful next time, you know?
Subscriber hype.
Geo! Thank you for resubbing with Prime, my dude. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you, thank you. 35 months? God damn, bruh. How's your night going, bruh? Are you working tonight, or are you at home kind of just hanging out? Oh, it went for T-Wave. That bastard. Dutch friend went home today. Oh, okay. I feel you, man. Are you really wafting smell of food in here? You're an ass. Stop it. She's being rude. She was over for just over a month. Damn. Here, we're gonna save here in front of Claire. Oh, and apparently my headphones just finished charging. Yay. I'm not gonna bother healing up. I could, but I'm not going to. But we are gonna go for flinches. Yes, we got the flinch. Good stuff. That's what we like to see. We like to see the flinch. There we go. We're up to level 47. Hell yeah. Here's Kingdra. Okay. So this, because he does have Hydro Pump, I am definitely going for flinches. Nope. Smoke screen. Ah. Come on, get a flinch. Nope. But he also has Surf. Okay. This is where it's dangerous. Damn. Any hyper potions, of course. Damn. Alright, well. Can I get a flinch? Please. Please, give me a flinch. Nope. Okay. Yep, I went down. Reset. That brings us to 10 resets total. Damn. Here, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back, we're going to heal. We're also gonna buy some healing items as well. There we go. Now back to Claire. Alright. Now, I'm going to use the gym whiteout method. Because I have to really hope for good RNG here. So let's go for headbutt. Hit the flinch. Nope. But there's the T-wave. God damn it. Okay. And a surf. God damn it. Okay. Sure. And here comes Kingdra. Just gonna go for Shadow Ball. I don't have a choice. Yeah, I'm gonna get rocked, I think. Because with that with that paralysis, I am outsped. And I'm not doing enough damage. So yeah, I'm gonna go down here. So we are gonna just white out here. This is gonna be our 11th reset. Nothing I can do, really. I'm just gonna let the whiteout happen. Not really concerned by that. But this is... We kind of knew Clair was gonna be hard to deal with a Houndour solo run. Missed with Hyper Beam. Of course it did. But I should go down here, honestly. And there's the second Hyper Beam. There it is. Of course. Now, we are going to deposit everything, though. Like, that's kind of one thing that I should have done. But that is perfectly fine. All right, and it's taken us 547 to get to Clair. Well, 535 to get to Clair. And that's just in-game time. Now, I have to get a flinch with Houndour. I don't think I have a choice here. Dead spider. Fucking course there was a spider just crawling down. Because that's my life. Fucking hate spiders, bruh. Fucking hate spiders, bruh. I really do. But I need to get that flinch. Because I'm also not over a damage rounding threshold. Nope. But there's the T-Wave, of course. So this is where I am definitely gonna go down. So this is where the gym whiteout method will come in handy, because I can just keep killing the Dragonair. There we go. I either need to hope for a crit turn 1 or a flinch turn 1. And then I really need flinches on Kingdra as well. Otherwise, I'm gonna be shit out of luck. Yeah. This is gonna make reset number 12. I think I'm just under-leveled, honestly. I think that's just part of it, is I'm just under-leveled. Like, I bet at this point she's probably gonna be tired of me. Tired of me just going in over and over and over again. We're going for headbutt flinch. Come on. Nope. It got the T-Wave off. Damn. T-Wave is just a problem. And there was a crit. I either need a crit or I need a flinch. I'm probably going to go down to this surf, though, if I'm being honest. After that crit, I don't think I'm going to survive just a regular surf here. No, I do. So I can technically survive 2 surfs. But this is where I'm kind of stuck, is I'm under-leveled. I think I got to get above level 52. I am gonna save in front of Clair here, because I'm gonna try for just resetting for a turn 1 flinch or crit. Like, I think I would need like a King's Rock or something just to almost guarantee the flinches, or at least to boost my odds of it. Because I don't want to burn the Paralyzed Heal Berry yet. Nope. Okay. That or I have to have a Gen 1 miss. Okay. Because I think these are kind of like my only options, right? Is I have to get that miss or I have to get that flinch. It's either a miss, flinch, or crit. Those are the three things that I have to have on this turn 1 Dragonair because of Thunder Wave. Because otherwise I have no chance. Give me a flinch. Come on. Nope. Okay. Never mind. Not gonna bother with the reset. Just gonna go ahead and... Damn. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use the whiteout method here. Get as much XP as I can every time. Like, what do I have for for moves that I can teach? Iron Tail I don't think is gonna work. I really don't have any other TMs that are gonna be useful. So I think we're just kind of at a point where we have to kind of work with what we got, you know? Alright, well, let's hope for the best here, right? Nope, didn't flinch. Damn. Like, I have a paralysis cure berry. I do. I don't want to use it this early on because I think I'm going to have it for red. How much does flamethrower even do? Okay, went for smoke screen, sure. Flamethrower, it's quad resisted. How much does it even do? It's probably not going to do a hell of a lot of anything. Yeah, it doesn't do much of nothing. What about Thief? What does Thief... How much does Thief do? Because it does leverage my higher special attack. But it's 40 base power. Not really nearly enough. Yeah. And that crit was unnecessary. I'm really gunning for the flinch at this point. So here's to hoping. Nope, no flinch. God damn it. It's that paralysis is just a problem. Let's hit Thief from full. Because I know I'm going to go down here, so this is going to be another reset. Full paralyzed. Okay, so I don't even get to see. Alright. Damn. Damn. You know what? Let's take on that other trainer. Okay, he's got one. Let's try flamethrower. Let's see what it does against level 37 Dragonair, which should be the same level as Clair's Dragonair. It doesn't do enough. Okay. So, Flamethrower won't do enough to one-shot. Shadow Ball won't do enough to one-shot. Headbutt won't do enough to one-shot. Thief definitely won't. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go for the flinch. And just... I think we're kind of at a, we're kind of at an impasse here, right? We're just gonna have to keep taking out that first Dragonair and hoping. And really, really hoping. Maybe Crunch would be enough? Maybe? Because it is 80 base power, it is special in Gen 2, but I'm 4 levels away, and I have a slow growth rate, so... We got the flinch, okay. This run now has a chance. We just really have to get lucky with our flinches here. Nope. But he used Smokescreen. So that gives us an extra turn to try and hit for a flinch. So maybe. Flinch or crit? Nope, just went for smokescreen again. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna get real nervous. Yeah, there's a hyper potion. I'm gonna get real nervous about it. Can we get a flinch here? No, he uses surf though. Maybe? I mean, that's gonna hurt. The accuracy drop is a problem. I'm still at about half health. So we do take down the Kingdra. So we can take down Kingdra in 3 shots so long as we're not paralyzed by that first Dragonair. Now. Here's a headbutt. Can we get a flinch? We got a crit. I'll take a crit. Crit is good. We'll take that. That brings me up over half. Well, at exactly half, actually. And it's not up over a damage rounding threshold, but it is a little bit higher damage. But we got the flinch. We missed. There's the T-Wave. Come on. And he hits Slam. Okay. Not enough, but fully paralyzed. Come on. You missed Slam. We hit Headbutt. And we got through Clair. Okay. So RNG. So you can get through Clair at level 48/49. But you really have to get lucky with the RNG. If you get paralyzed by the first Dragonair, your run's over with Houndour. Like, there's no way around it. But on the plus side, we did beat Clair. But we had to get to 15 resets to do it. Damn. Like, that's... Ugh. That's rough. Alright, let's grab our HM users. And let's go do that dragon challenge nonsense that we have to do. Force the old man to make her give us our fucking gym badge. Oh, we got this idiot we have to face off against. Yay. Oh, cool trainer. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Because you are a threat to people. Come on, get the flinch. Get the flinch. There we go. Good boy, Houndour. You made him flinch. There we go. I mean, we're coming in close to crunch level. Oh yeah, I gotta go around the outside. I forgot about that. So stupid. There we go. There we go. Now she's gonna throw a bratty hissy fit and go, oh my god, yeah, I guess there's no point in asking, you did fail. No, I didn't. What, you passed? Oh my god, I'm gonna jump back and fright. Meh. Bratty fucking child. Threaten her with Lance. I mean, if you ever read the mangas, fucking Lance is a bastard of a human being. I absolutely understand why she's horrified of him. Because technically, the games are based off the mangas, not the anime. So... okay, she ran away. Oh, now you're coming back? Got TM24. Okay, alright. It's Dragon Breath. Sure, sure. Okay. Escape rope out of here. Professor Elm. Oh, something here for you, sure. Yeah, obviously, I've got to go to New Bark Town anyway. But... we are going to go ahead and fly here. We're going to save. We are actually going to call the stream here, ladies and gentlemen. Next time, we will be taking on the Elite Four for the first time, and then heading into Kanto for the solo run. So, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for chatting with me. Much love, y'all. Peace.